Hey guys, so this is a walkthrough of the 2018 Forest River Wildcat 28SGX fifth wheel. Alright, so in this walkthrough I'm going to show you the basics of this thing, what you'll need to know when you get it home, things to do, things not to do, and we'll go from there. It's raining pretty hard right now, so I apologize for the extra noise. Hopefully the camera will take out some of that sound. I'm going to start in the back and work my way around and up front. Come on with me. So these are swivel rockers and they are recliners. When you're traveling with this camper, you're going to want to strap these down. There is a strap down here on the floor. This will go around and hook around both chairs. That'll keep them from sliding out into your slides or getting hung up on the slide. Once you get to your destination, you try to open the camper up. They need to be in this position, either closer together or where they are to get past the slide here. So when the slide comes in, it needs to miss your chairs. The windows back here all have shades. This pulls, and that window opens. It locks into place. Sometimes they're a little stickier when you're new. Above that, we have touch lights, one on each side, and then we have a 110 outlet right here on the top. These cabinets open up, and this goes all the way through. Now your side windows, they have thumb tabs. Pick up, and they'll lock back into place as well. The couch is a pull-out bed as well. When you're ready to do that, you want to take the pillows off. You pick up on the bottom here, pull it out towards you, pull the legs down, set that down. The back folds down and you've got a bed. You also have storage underneath here. You can put your bed, linens, pillows, whatever you want to put under there. Putting it back up, you just want to put these legs back in. Drop that down. Put the pillows back on. Now behind the couch, again, we're going to have touch light. Another big window that slides. Pull this out. That window slides. Ahead of that, we're going to have your fridge. So your fridge has travel locks on it. These little bungees keep your fridge from flying open when you're traveling. You're going to want to make sure you hook these up when you're ready to go. Now this fridge is on an inverter. If you're going down the highway, you're going to need to have the inverter on to convert the power over for this fridge. I'll show you that inverter button when we get to it a little bit further down the road here. Alright, and you do have an ice maker in here. Relax this back up for travel. So when you take it home, it's ready to go. Alright, over here in the kitchen, we have a cabinet here. We have a microwave. This is a convection oven as well as a microwave. You do have your shelf, you have your rotating tray in there. We have some presets up top here. Your start and stop, and then we do have a light, and we have a vent. Alright, moving down to the stove. This is tucked in with tabs to keep it from bouncing. Flips back out of the way when you're ready to use it. Your stove has a light. We have an igniter here. Alright. We have a switch here. The bottles aren't on, so there's just a little bit of gas left in the line there. So we're just going to turn this to the little flame icon here. Flip that and that's going to ignite for you. The oven. This also has a pilot underneath here. So we want to turn it to the spot here, and there is now an igniter switch under there. So you just want to hold this in, and then you're going to click it until it catches. And once it catches, you're going to let it run for a few minutes, and then turn the oven on. Let that thermocoupler warm up. Below the stove, you're going to have a couple drawers. Drawers here. Your remotes are in this one. Paperwork. And then of course a big drawer down bottom for pots and pans. Over here in the kitchen, we're going to have cabinets up top. We're going to have a sprayer. This pulls out, feeds back in. There's a sprayer button here. Of course your hot water heater, out, hot or cold. And then you have covers for your sink, a stainless sink underneath. On the back wall we've got 2 outlets, and I've got a touch light underneath. I have a nice big drawer here. I've got an air intake here for your furnace. I've got some storage underneath. And that's the kitchen. Over on this side, we've got your TV, your sound bar, your radio, and your fireplace. So starting with the TV, these straps keep your TV in place when you're traveling. This TV will pull out and move around for you. Behind the TV we have an outlet on this side. On the other side we have another outlet. We have satellite in, we have cable in. When you push the TV back in, you want to pull your straps out for travel. Put them into place. Alright, for the radio, we have a power button here. Turn that on. We have zone 1 for inside, zone 2 for outside. We have presets here. We have your controls for your radio or DVD. So pause and play is going to become a preset search on auto preset. Your skip and fast forward are going to be changing your channels. Bluetooth is going to be for if you want to play your music through the radio. You can hit the Bluetooth button. No link means you're not connected. When you go to connect, you're going to be looking for the DV3100. And then once you're connected, it's going to say link. After that, you can play your Pandora, your Spotify, whatever streaming music you have. And of course, this is your source button. So we're going to do AVN. We're going to do auxiliary. That's if you have an older iPod or without Bluetooth connectivities. We're going to have your radio again. And of course, your volume here. And then this is your eject button for the DVD or CD that you have in here. Okay, for the fireplace, you have controls up top. First button being your power. That's going to kill everything. All right, moving across, we have our temperature setting. There's a couple lights up top here that will let you adjust the temperature. Next one's going to be your brightness of your flame. After that, you're going to have colors of your flame. You can change those to a few different colors. And then the last one is going to be your fan speed. A couple settings here, and you'll see the lights change up top here to your fan speed, and that's actually blowing heat out for me. So as I mentioned earlier, there is an inverter button here you want to push to turn on if you're traveling with this thing and you need your fridge. So if you're going on a couple-hour trip, you need your fridge to run. This is going to take the battery power and convert it to 110 power so that fridge can stay running. Okay, next we have your Dometic, let's say your controller for the temperature in the unit. Alright, so we're going to turn this on. This sets our temperature here. We're going to hit the mode button. That's going to put us on fan. This is going to put us on the air conditioner, and then we can adjust to what our temperature needs to be in here. Alright, it's kind of cold in here, so that's not going to go anywhere for us. Alright, then we're going to turn on a furnace. And again, we can adjust up or down. The furnace is gas only. You can hear it kicking on there. Turn that off. Next to that is the light switch for the hallway. Going up the stairs, you have your controller box here. So this is going to have your fuses and your breakers in. Main breakers is 50 right here. All the others are labeled. The fuses are all automotive style. So those will be a normal one you get at whatever your favorite auto parts store is. We have some 15s in here. We have a 30. We have a couple 25s down bottom. Any of these, if they go out, have a red light next to them on the board. That light will tell you that they're going out. They're not good anymore, and you just want to pop that out and put a new one in. And then down here we got a cooling fan. That cooling fan will let you keep that board cool, keep it from overheating. Just below that converter box we have our LP carbon monoxide detector. If there's ever a gas leak in here, that's going to tell you. This green light's going to run all the time, so be careful. That will drain your battery over time. If you're not using this thing for a few weeks, you'll want to kill the master disconnect switch outside. To the left of the stairs, just as you walk in the camper, there is going to be a control panel. In this will be switches for the lights in the camper. In here, you're going to have your awning extend and retract. We're going to have our fan. Our fan here over the kitchen has a button to turn on and a button to open or vent. I don't want to open it today, it's raining out there. And then just below that, you're going to have your slide room in and out. So the two slides downstairs are on this switch panel. The one for the bedroom is upstairs in the bedroom. The bathroom is pretty standard. We have a couple coat hooks in here. Gonna have your shower. 3 glass doors on that shower. You'll want to be careful. Again, they are glass, so you want to make sure before you travel that you're going to do this latch. So make sure you push the glass back. Shut this latch. That'll keep it from bouncing around in here. There is a heater duct on the floor between the toilet and the shower. And you do have a standard porcelain foot flush toilet here. On the other side, you're going to have your medicine cabinet. You'll have a GFI outlet underneath the medicine cabinet. And then you have your sink and some storage. You also have a pocket door. This pocket door has a latch here for travel. So again, when you're ready to travel, make sure that you hit that latch. Make sure this door isn't flying around in here. Alright, next to the toilet, we have 3 sets of controls. So our first control is going to be the light switch. Second control will be our hot water heater. So electric or gas. And that red light in here is going to tell us the gas isn't on if it comes on. Alright, next to that is going to be our tank controls. So battery, we are plugged in and we have a fresh battery, so that's going to show full. That will drop as the battery drops. So we've got our flash black and gray tanks. And then we have our water pump. You can hear that rattling. We don't have any water in the tank, so we don't want to leave that on. That will burn out your pump. Alright, so now we're in the bedroom. So over here you're going to see same TV type of connection here. Auxiliary satellite TV. Your bracket's already here on this wall. There's a button here for your antenna booster. So that green light comes on, your antenna is working. Turn that off, it's going to switch over. Of course, we have a light, and then we have our control for the slide out. This slide's a little bit different. It's an electric slide. The ones downstairs are a rack and pinion slide. So this one's going to sound a little different when it comes in and out. All right, we have another outlet up here to plug in your TV. Above my head, we have a fan. I'm going to grab the remote for that fan and show you how it works. So this is the remote for the fan. You can mount it wherever you want. It comes with its own case. This fan will open and close that cap up there, and then it will turn the fan on, set your speed. I'm going to shut it off because it's raining out there and I don't want it to get wet in here. You have adjustments for fan speed. You can open and close the cap with this thing, and you can change the direction of the air coming in and out of the camper. This was an option added to this camper by us here at Orchard. And this can be mounted wherever you want. So moving around, of course we got a big mirror here. We've got some pretty good closet space here with a removable shelf, 2 drawers, and again another closet here. All right, moving back to this side, this is an emergency exit window. Now on this window, there is a red handle here. That handle and this handle pop open, pushes out, and then you get out of here if you're ever in an emergency situation. This lifts up and down. Now over on this side, we've got 2 drawers here. We have another window. We have a touch light. Next to the bed, there's a big drawer. There's a 110 outlet, and these little lights, just reading lights here, they just push on and off with a button. On this side of the bed, we have another light. We have an outlet, and we have a door over here for a little bit more storage. And then the bed will lift up, and there's plenty of storage underneath. That's it for the bedroom. Let's go to the outside. Alright, so over here we're going to have our pass-through storage. Has a magnetic hold up top. Right. And then inside we have a light over here, and then we have some plug-ins for power and for your antenna to carry over. On the other side there, you can see that your inverter's there and your plumbing. Outside up front, we have a propane tank, and that is a crossover. These are slam latch doors. Once you let this go, we'll shut for you. Just behind that, we have the tie back for the door, and then we have power. Up above, we're going to have speakers, the handle that folds down. This handle will fold over the door. And then we're going to have our stairs. So our stairs fold up into the door. Alright, so these just pick up here. They have a spring assist. And they'll go right up into the door like that. And they just stay there. You do want to make sure that the screen door is all the way open. For the awning, if you grab the awning and pull it in like so, then you'll want to tighten the screw down here to hold that awning to make a rain dump for a day like today. And that will keep the rain from pooling in the middle of the awning. Just tighten this screw down. When you're done, let that screw loose. Make sure it's a little loose and kind of hold on to it, because there's a little bit of upward pressure from the gas shock here that'll snap that awning up on you. On the back corner, we have power jack. This will extend and retract them. You don't want to pick up the camper with these jacks, but you can snug it a little bit. And you do have a propane line underneath there for a grill. On this side of the camper, we're going to have our power cord, we're going to have our furnace vent, and then we're going to have our hot water heater. And here it's pretty straightforward. This is a 10-gallon Atwood. There is an anode rod inside there, and that'll need to be changed from time to time. Our spots over here, and then we have our blow off, and that's about it for this one. On the other side of the camper, the off-camp side, is going to be your crossover for the propane. So this crossover will allow you to use one tank or the other, or both tanks. I'm going to add a little more light in here because it's hard to see. So on top, there's this black switch. That switch right now is on the other tank on the other side. If you move it over to the left side, it will be on this tank on this side. The red inside says empty. If I open the bottle, that red will go to green for full. inside the other pass-through, we have all of your controls. There's a light up top. In here we have our connections for fresh and city water. We have cable and satellite hookups. We have wastewater connection and winterizing. We have our city water connection, our hot water bypass, down bottom a black tank flush and a sprayer hose. This can all be fed up through the bottom. You can feed that right through there as well. And then on this side in the pass-through we have your inverter up top here. Over here we have your slide override for the electric slide in the bedroom. There are instructions on this box that will show you how to pull that slide in case it gets stuck out.